practice downward facing dog with a chair at the wall. So place the back of your chair against the wall. Place your hands down on the front edge of the seat of the chair and then walk your feet back into a down dog position. And we want to avoid a curled spine and a tucked pelvis. So instead, bend your knees, lift your buttocks way up high, pull the buttocks back. Be long in your armpits, active in your arms, and release the head down. Now make your legs taller. Lift the thigh bones up into the hip sockets. Lift the buttocks and lengthen the backs of your legs. Keep your knees bent because that will help you keep the buttocks lifting. Pull the inner thighs back. Pull the outer hips back. Lift the hamstrings up to the buttock bones. Stretch open the backs of the legs, keeping the buttocks lifted. Pull the pelvis away from the press of the hands. And then lean forward into your hands and step one foot forward and then step the other foot forward. Now we'll practice another version of side angle. Start in Tadasana, hands on hips, step your feet wide. Shoulders back, long trunk. Turn your whole right leg out and your left toes in and bend your right knee. And bring your right forearm onto your right thigh, left hand on left hip, left shoulder, left ribs opening. Now really turn your left ribs open to the ceiling so that your trunk is facing forward as you see here. And keep your whole trunk turning to the left as you look down with your head, so the head turns to the right. And then staying like this, in this deep rotation, start to extend and flex the cervical spine by lifting and lowering the chin. So you keep the left shoulder open, you keep the chin aligned looking down towards the big toe, and then you lift the chin up along that plane and lower. Lifting and lowering the chin. So we're extending and flexing the cervical spine as we're in this rotation. And then come on up and switch sides. Bending the left knee here, rest the left forearm on the left thigh. Roll the right shoulder open, roll the right belly up towards the ceiling. And keeping the right side body open, turn the head down towards the floor and stay in that rotation as you start to lift and lower the chin. In flexion and extension as you maintain this deep rotation. The thoracic spine is turning open towards the ceiling and the cervical spine is rotating down so the head faces the left foot. And then lift and lower the chin here. Stay strong in the legs, long in the spine. And then finish and come up. Make your feet parallel and then step your legs together. Now we'll practice Gomukhasana arms with a special neck stretch. So stand in Tadasana with your feet a little apart. Have the strap in your right hand and lift your right arm up. And then reach the right forearm down behind your head. Lift the left arm up and then lift the left shoulder to internally rotate the left arm and reach the left fingertips up towards the right shoulder blade. And then grab onto the strap with the left hand. Be even here in your trunk and then look with your head towards the left shoulder and start to lower the chin down towards the left collarbone. Think of sliding the right inner shoulder blade down your back. Be long in the sides of your rib cage. Roll the left shoulder back and down. And continue to play with some head movements here, letting the head turn left and chin down, maybe letting the left ear move towards the left shoulder a little bit. Keep the sides of the body long. Keep the inner right shoulder blade sliding down your back. Pull on the strap with both hands and breathe here in an even Tadasana-like body. And then come back to center with your head and release the bind of the arms, coming back to a neutral position. And then put the strap in the left hand, lift the left arm up, bend the left elbow to bring the forearm behind the head, lift the right arm up, lift the right shoulder to internally rotate the right arm, and then swing the right forearm up so that your right fingertips reach towards the left shoulder blade and grab the strap. Lift the right frontal shoulder and roll it back, and then turn your head to the right and let your chin go down towards the right collarbone. Keep lifting the left elbow up, slide the inner left shoulder blade down your back. Stay long in both sides of your body, so the side ribs are lifting on both sides, and then play with your head movements here, turning the head to the right and down, right ear towards right shoulder, left inner shoulder blade sliding down your back. Breathing here as you stretch the deep muscles of the neck. Keep grabbing the strap behind your heart, grabbing with both hands. Breathing as you play with these head movements gently. And then come back to center with your head and release the bind. Now we'll practice Uttanasana with bent knees. So take your feet hip distance apart, soft knees, hands on hips, lengthen the spine, shoulders back and look up. And then exhale, crease at the hips, bend your knees deeper and fold forward, resting the rib cage onto the thighs. And let your arms relax and release. And let your head go. Let your head be heavy, and you can even shake your head out a little bit. Be grounded in your feet, and then think of making your legs taller. So you can keep soft knees here, but energetically lift the backs of the thighs up. Energetically, more and more, spread open and long the backs of the knees. And now play with taking your weight from side to side. So shift over so that you're more standing over the right foot. And then shift over so that you're standing more on the left foot. And breathe deeply here as you deepen the forward bend. And then inhale and roll yourself up, stacking the vertebrae one at a time, curling up. And then finally lift the chest, shoulders wide, and then lift the head. Now we'll practice threading the needle, starting on hands and knees. Take your right arm through the hole between your left arm and left thigh, and even thread your head through that hole as well. So you'll aim to take the back of your right shoulder onto the floor. And this is a pose that you can play with and really make it your own. So it's really just about threading the arm and the shoulder and the head through. And then using the left arm for support, see if you can let a little bit of weight drop into the back of the right shoulder and enjoy the pressure that's created here. It's like a self-massage. So you can play with the angle of the arm, with the angle of the head. You can play with the distribution of weight between the supportive hand and the knees. And then inhale back up to center and thread the left arm, shoulder, and head through. And take a few moments to settle in here, perhaps going even deeper. And allow the weight of your body to relax and drop into the back of the left shoulder, into the ground. Again, gravity is helping you here. Gravity is your friend, helping to facilitate this self-massage. Deep breathing here. Smooth and steady. And then inhale yourself back up to hands and knees. Now we'll do a version of supported fish with a bolster and 2 blankets. So please set up as you see here. The bolster is horizontal, and then you have 2 folded blankets, and that will be for your head support. So lay back over the bolster so the bolster is supporting your rib cage. It's not under the lumbar spine. Rather, it's under the thoracic spine. And then pull the flesh of the buttocks away from the lower back. And the shoulders will relax into the gap between the bolster and the folded blankets. And the head will rest on the folded blankets. And start to extend and relax the legs. Let the arms relax right out to the sides. Let the abdomen settle. Let the shoulders relax here. See if the shoulders can really let go because of all of this support that's here. Let the head and neck relax because they're supported by the blankets. Let the upper torso relax as it's supported by the bolster. Let gravity have an effect on the shoulders, releasing and relaxing. Slow down your exhalations here. Stay very present in this moment inside yourself. Observing whatever arises. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. And then start to come out of the pose by curling onto your right side. Now we'll practice Shavasana and we'll create a blanket roll so that the neck has some support. So lay down on your back and have a blanket underneath your head. Adjust the flesh of the buttocks so that flesh comes away from the low back. Pull the right butt cheek to the right and the left one to the left. And then stretch out your legs. And now start to roll up your blanket so that you create this roll for underneath your neck so that your neck can fully relax and release while also being fully supported. Slide the shoulder blades down your back a little bit and then release and relax your arms, palms face up. Steady and smooth out your breath here. Slow down the exhalations.